Also, I believe taking care of Yoshizawa-san is more important than settling this issue right now.
Planning to run again.
We can get back to fighting if that's what you really want, but I think you're rather exhausted at the moment.
I'm sorry. I can't believe what I tried to do to you two. I genuinely cannot apologize enough for what happened.
Oh, come on. There's no need for that. More importantly, how have you been?
Physically, I'm fine, but mentally, to be entirely honest, I'm all mixed up.
A change in persona. The true change. Fusion. Huh. Oh my god, he got buffered. I discovered a new, no, my original power.
All right.
Well, hello everybody, welcome. You know what, I shouldn't have even pressed that button yet. I'm really stupid, because we need to actually get back to where we are supposed to be, and right here is not actually the moment. I literally just woke up. I woke up as early as possible, which is, you know, like 12 in the morning for me. And so, yeah, I had to because recording the rest of Persona 5 here on my computer is best done when I am not, you know, when no one else is really either up and taking the internet, you know?
Right. Let's turn in for the night.
Yeah. I could have done recording yesterday, but I didn't want to. So... yeah. I did not want to do any... No, I did want to do stuff yesterday, it's just that things didn't work out the way I wanted to yesterday, so I went to bed much earlier. Alright, fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna need to wake up early on days that I know I'm gonna record Persona 5, because if I'm gonna record through remote play, that means that, you know, I need least people on the connection on the internet possible, because it will bring less stress. And of course, yeah, just woke up, so I'm kind of half here right now. The new year is starting. You all look sleepy. But it goes through the new year. Was Shogatsu one big excuse to lay around? Good grief. Shogatsu's not supposed to be an excuse to relax, you know. We decorated with Konomatsu, Kagami, Mochi, and Shimenawa in order to welcome the Tokushima deities. It's one of the oldest traditions in Japan. By the way, cherry blossom viewings and even children there, but they commemorate deities and spirits. Japan's got a lot of gods, so naturally there's ended up being a lot of events and rituals to accommodate them all. There's a phrase referring to all the Shinto gods as a collective. Anyone know it offhand?
What is the answer?
Alright, Takamaki-san, I'll bet you slept through Shogatsu. Huh? Oh, yeah, I mean,
Hey, wait!
Hey, Lady Anna's obviously panicking. Be a good guy and help her out.
Seriously?
I'm so unlucky. And I didn't even sleep through Shogatsu. Alex, are you awake? Can you give me a hint? It's some phrase about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? What's this phrase supposed to illustrate about the gods of Shinto? How numerous they are. Yeah, I think that's right. They use a specific number, right? What's that phrase again? The one about how many gods there are in Shinto. The 8 million gods. Yeah, I think that's it.
That means...
So people call the gods of Shinto the 8 million gods.
This is it. Correct.
That's correct. We call them Yaoyorosu no Kami, or the 8 million gods. Though the number's not meant to be taken literally. Yayurasu is essentially shorthanded for my regards, an uncountable number. In olden days, the Japanese believed that gods dwelled in everything. But with all these traditions, you could say that those beliefs still affect our lives today. I didn't have my controller mic muted, so now I just did. Since I'm not using it, why have it on? It's a wonderful thing, really. We really need to cherish our history.
Nice going!
Nice, Leon seems very relieved. You know, one thing that's irritated me is that yesterday, I accidentally also deleted other footage that I was supposed to use when playing Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin with the guys. It was mostly side missions. I did get rid of literally my favorite moment of the game so far, where it was a good boss fight. But it's only one main mission out of the countless that's going to be in there, and other side missions. Nothing I can do. But I can still be annoyed over it. Like, why the fuck did I delete it? Like, I have not been as focused as I usually like to be.
You've been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch. As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and... That's...
Let's follow it.
Yeah, let's go. Hey!
Hey, chase it down so you don't lose sight of it.
Making fun of me?
I'm going on a trip next week. My mom received a hotel. This is really the right time for that. What are you going to do about your college exams? Well, nothing really. Well, what are you saying? You work so hard up until now. I know you want to have fun, but you can't give up now. What are you talking about? I'm not going to college. When I graduate, I'm going to work on my dad's company. I've been saying that since last year.
I can feel it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh!
Hey, you see that? It went to the first four.
I hope I can do it.
Come on, Senpai. We shouldn't skip you keep this up. They'll take you off the starting lineup. Man, it doesn't really bother me, really. Actually, I'd be glad if they did. I prefer to just sit on the bench and cheer everyone else on. It's easy and I can chat with the manager. What? Seriously? What's gotten into you? Could you at least come to the afternoon practice? Everyone's worried about you. Yeah, if I feel like it.
Wait!
Hey, where you going? Let's head to the first floor and chase that butterfly.
That's not right.
I still hate how bizarre these video uploads are gonna go, where you have like a session of me having a good sounding mic, and then that mic the next day sounding like shit. I also wish I could up the quality of remote play, but you apparently can't do that. People seem to have calmed down about the Phantom Thieves. What do you think about them? What does it matter? And yet we never managed to find out who they were. It feels like a dream now. But I want to report the news without being influenced by the public. Honestly, I wish I could interview them in person, but... that's never gonna happen. I've lost interest. Yeah, I get that. People often lose interest in things around the new year, like one-hit wonders. They're heroes. I see that their actions had a major influence on you, huh? Where on earth is it trying to go? Come on, we gotta follow it for now. You're gonna like when you look at Persona 3 Reload, that you can literally see how much Persona 5 influence is in there just by looking at the protagonist walking around.
For real?
The only thing that they don't have in common now is a cat and a backpack. The nurse's office? What's going on here? That butterfly. It's just like my dream. It even showed up in your dreams? That's strange. Well, never mind that. There's no point in thinking about that right now. Let's get inside the nurse's office quickly. Everyone's been in high spirits since the turn of the new year. It's weird. Did something happen? I heard everyone's happy that all the wishes came true, so that's probably it, right? But being too happy might not always be a good thing. You have to be motivated to win a match. It sounds like you've been talking to your boyfriend on the soccer team a little too much. Come on, being happy is a good thing.
Hey, wait!
You know, Morgana, I hate you. But you already knew that.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
What's with the formality?
That's odd. I thought humans regularly exchange phrases such as that upon meeting. Perhaps it would have been more appropriate to say, "What's up?"
What the hell?
Oh, well, anyway, how about we get this started?
As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
Here? You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat, but the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
I see.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened. Until that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza? I guess we should get everyone in here. Infiltration success.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here, we're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong. I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
All right, then. That's no concern of mine, anyway. Remember what I told you all before. We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
It appears that everyone's arrived. Does this mean you're ready to begin?
Ain't that our line?
Care to fill us in?
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it.
I mean, I kinda already get the feeling that I know why. I mean, I went through his confidant.
As well as the true nature of his power.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses.
Alright, thanks for pointing out the obvious.
In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
Isn't it Gonda?
Wait, don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace. Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
Could he really have done all that? I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization? Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona. In other words, this man named Maruki is
She's a persona user?
That's impossible. There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world.
So, his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still though, even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on Mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect Mementos, it's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
And what if he became such a god?
What? The god of control.
Indeed, the being in Mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Took over his position? What do you mean? So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Now, the Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
The masses were invested in the Phantom Thieves, not Maruki.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like that.
Is that really true?
It's most likely because...
We wished for it.
What?
After we defeated the god of control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
What about our counseling?
Oh, you're just now putting it together, huh? You can't change the past, but you can still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this happened at all, but... Well, no matter what path you might have to take to get there, I hope your track dreams will still do you some good in the end. Heh, thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
There's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts. Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this is all our fault, huh?
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too.
He has to be stopped.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed. This world is in a very unstable condition currently.
Is that right?
On the day that the God of Control fused Mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with Mementos hasn't been totally undone. That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still
I don't give a damn about that update.
actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue,
I didn't even know that was updating, damn it.
Mementos
Oh my
once
god.
more, the two worlds will again become one.
Just because it... What is downloading? Stop! No! God, we can't... See? Now look at that. God damn. I should have checked that to begin with. I knew today was probably going to be a new Destiny download, because, you know, the dawning and shit like that. But like, dude, I don't even give a shit. But yeah, having that pause is actually going to make sure that this internet doesn't, you know, screw around with me. Damn.
When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control.
You know, I gotta say, it's kind of funny that we have, you know, the name, I hope this is the right person, Tara Platt, correct? That she voices pretty much a lot of the Velvet Room women. You know, she voices Elizabeth, she voices the twins, she voices Lavenza. But it's like, you would think that maybe Elizabeth is the one who should have had the deepest voice out of them all because, well, she's the bigger one. But no, Lavenza has the deepest voice out of them all.
To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
Oh boy.
We only have a month.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right? Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed? It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card. Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card. This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions.
You mean the Metanav?
Right.
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why didn't Dr. Maruki
no.
just actualize
Don't be
us out
jumping
of
up there.
existence entirely?
Not gonna have you walking on the computer. That's how Maruki does things.
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
Fine then. You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
Then that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
We may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well. Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own.
Man, are you telling me I'm gonna have to practically go halfway through the palace just to get her?
What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
I'm gonna have to go halfway through the palace, and then I'm gonna have to come out here, run around the whole city trying to get more Mementos requests, and then go into Mementos, and then do all that.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster. Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
she was watching the whole time.
I just...
Ah, come on, Sumire.
Guess we might as well close up for the night.
Absolutely not. You can't do it, man. I'm sorry. Boy, don't do that again. I've literally almost dropped him. Hold on, he is desperately trying to cling to me, but I am way too busy right now, my man. I'm sorry. Lay down.
Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a welcome.
Oh,
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right? Now, don't worry about finishing up. I'll take care of it later.
Sorry for coming over so late. And thank you for the coffee. It's delicious. Would you mind if I got something off my chest?
yeah.
Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today, and, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation.
About the actualization?
You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence, whereas I'm simply... Like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth. I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions. My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. I was still running from reality, where Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her. But still, like I said earlier, I realized something when I saw you all striving to push onward. I can't keep running like this, but now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself. Senpai, what should I do?
I know you'll choose well.
Solution.